Hello, good afternoon. This is Toyin Siri. Today we're going to be talking about how to become a successful entrepreneur. So, if this is your first time ever of joining my live, you're welcome. Welcome to my space. Again, my name is Toyin. You can call me Coach Toyin. I teach and coach on international trade, entrepreneurship, and leadership. So, welcome. Today, again, we're talking about how to become a successful entrepreneur. Isn't that the goal? Right? So, let me break a few things down. I have my notes. The first thing you need to really get up to speed on is what I call psychology of selling, right? Is that many people, many new or first time entrepreneurs, they're so caught up in their mind, right? Like me, myself, and I, right? And what you need to actually be obsessed about in retail, we call it customer obsession, is to get into the minds of your potential customers and your potential clients. Okay, number one, psychology of selling. You need to get out of your own feelings. You need to move out of your own mind, like me. Get out of that and get into the minds of your customers, your clients, your stakeholders, all of that. Because that's where the money is. That's where the success is. You're out here to serve them. Okay. So psychology of selling, whenever I talk about psychology of selling, like in my classes, in my master classes, in my programs, in my weekly coaching, it's about getting into the minds of your customers. How do they think? What are their pain points? In fact, this month, this entire month, I'm dedicating this month. We're doing a 5 week series, so 5 part series every single week. You probably can check that out as well on my in the Business and Leadership Academy. There's the first part. I just did the first part yesterday. So it's all about your customers. You need to get into their mind. You need to know them. You need to see them. You need to understand them. You need to build for them. You need to market to them and you need to sell to them. They are the center of the universe of your business. Your business revolves around them. It doesn't revolve around you. Okay? That's the first thing. Entrepreneurship should not revolve. If it only revolves around you, check it. Check yourself. It should revolve around your customers. Okay? Your business should revolve around your customers, and you want paying customers. Paying customers are the ones that keep the lights on. Okay, I'll move on for that. The second thing is what I call the mindset. You need to adopt the mindset of an entrepreneur. These are principles, frameworks that I used to teach. Okay. So there are a lot of them because out here, when I see you all guys, they're telling you to dance on reels, more content. I'm like, you're being tricked. You're being tricked. If you fall for it, it's you. Okay. There's a whole lot more to entrepreneurship than dancing on reels. It may work for you long, short term. So I'll break down what adopting the mindset of an entrepreneur is. I hope you can hear me clearly because I just moved things around here. My studio, I just moved things around. So I hope it's loud and clear. If you're joining, do let me know. Let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear. Thank you. Aruna says, this is my first time too. Happy to join you. Thank you for being here. You've missed, but you can catch up. You can catch up at Nezaro.academy. Just type it into your browsers. Lots of content. We're moving in more content there. Lots of resources, strategies to help you accelerate your business growth and success. Okay, so number one, if you remember what I said, psychology of selling. Get out of your own head. Get into the heads of your customers and clients. Get out of your own feelings. Get into the feelings of your customers and clients. Don't revolve around you. Your business should not revolve around you. It should revolve around your customers and clients. And then number two, I said mindset of an entrepreneur. I break it into four. Okay. When I say adopt the mindset of an entrepreneur, I coach it around four things. Number one, you're a problem solver. Okay? An entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, is a problem solver. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, think about them. They're out here, they're not out here in the street telling you, see me, I look good. They're not dancing on reels. They're not showing you, oh, what are they doing? Every single day, every waking moment of their life, they are solving something for the world. Okay. When I say adopt the mindset of an entrepreneur, I break it into four things. You need to adopt four things, four mindsets. One, problem solving. Every waking moment, an entrepreneur should be cracking the code of something for your business, for your employees, for your staff, for your customers. An entrepreneur is first and foremost seeing problems and solving it. Number two, solution driven. Okay, so I'm breaking down. This is number two of number two. So go with me. Okay, so number two of mindset of an entrepreneur, as I teach it and coach it, is you must solve. If all you do is see problems and you don't solve, you're not an entrepreneur. Because out there, you see everybody coming, they gather around. Oh, it's the government. Oh, it's the this. Oh, it's the that. Everybody's their problem. Entrepreneurs don't have time for that. Every day, entrepreneurs, they are removing barriers to their business, barriers for their clients, barriers for their customers. They are solving every day. They're seeing issues, but they are looking within themselves and saying, do I have the capacity to solve on behalf of the people I commit to? Right? An entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, they are creating solutions. Amazon is a solution. Tesla is a solution. Microsoft is a solution. Google is a solution. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they are solving something for the rest of the world, enough that the world is like, we need that. Mindset of an entrepreneur. Number three of mindset of an entrepreneur. They will sell. You will sell that solution. You have to believe in your solution, that what you created will do what you say it will. So if you're an entrepreneur, be ready to sell. Again, adopting the mindset of an entrepreneur. Number one, you solve, you see problems. Number two, you solve. Number three, you sell. Entrepreneurs are sellers. We will sell you. We will sell you what we created. Everything we worked hard for, we will sell it to you. And one of the phrases I use, the quotes I used to teach around is, passion sells, desire buys. My passion for solving. Okay, when I create a solution, like I am here today to announce to you the birth and creation of Business and Leadership Academy. Why? It is a solution for entrepreneurs that want to learn strategies to accelerate their business growth and success. We will sell you. We will sell you. Entrepreneurs must be ready to sell. If you have within yourself the solution to solve on behalf of a group, then you need to also be ready to sell it. Meaning, talk about it, share it, market it, let the world know. Don't be the best unknown thing. Let the whole world know what you've created. Because if you've created it, the people who need it, and if they don't know, so why do all that work? Okay, so adopting the mindset of an entrepreneur, it's including the ability to tell the story of who you are, what you've created, why you created it, why it needs to exist in the world. And number four of mindset of an entrepreneur is, when you do one, two, three really well. Number four is, you're going to optimize, systemize, accelerate, exponential. If one, two, three works, you're going to build systems around it. Okay, I'll move on from that. So I've just talked about two. Go with me. I see more people joining. Hello, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate this. Number three of today is what I call business by design, not business by chaos. Okay, business by design. You're going to be an architect. Okay, you're going to play the role of an architect. But here's one thing you need to work on. An architect could draw an idea of a building on paper, just like you have an idea of what your business needs to look like. You have it on paper. So you can write it down and it looks good on paper. But imagine giving that drawing to an inexperienced contractor and say, this is my life, vision for the business. And then you hand it over to somebody that has never built a building before. Many of you are doing that. A vision, an idea, fantastic. Put that thing on paper. The next thing you have to do is have the skills, invest in the skills that will help you bring your vision to life. Having a vision is step one. That's why they talk about execution. Everybody has an idea, everybody has a commercial idea. Where it dies in the valley of lack of execution. Is that you can have a vision as an architect of whatever story building, amazing, the best building in the world. You could draw it on paper. But the moment you hand that drawing to someone that is lacking in skill, that thing crumbles. Skill, lack of skill crumbles everything you just add in your idea. So you're going to invest. You will invest. You must invest in the skills that will allow you to bring your vision to life. You owe it to yourself. Not me. You owe it to yourself. I'm speaking as Coach Toyin today. Many of you that know me, I'm super nice. But when I'm coaching, I'm not nice. I will speak it as it is. You owe it to yourself to acquire the skills that will bring your vision to life. Okay? Because you can be the weakest link in that business you're building. You may be the weakest link. You may be the one lacking in skill, lacking in diligence, lacking in discipline. You watching me. Don't be that person. Don't be the weakest link. God has given you an idea, a brilliant idea that the world, it needs to exist in the world. Your idea deserves a space in the world. Now invest, commit to yourself that this thing, we're going to bring it to life. I will not stand in the way of bringing this thing to life. Okay? Now, everything okay? Hope it's not too hot. Okay. Okay. So that's what I call business by design. You're going to design it, you're going to engineer it, you're going to build it. You'll be the architect of this business. Okay? That you're building. You watching me. And please share this broadly. We need more people to see this. Awesome. Number 4 of what I'm saying you need to start embracing to become a successful entrepreneur is what I call monetization and commercialization skills. So remember I talked about skill. You're going to design. You're going to design where you're going, what you're building, how big it is, right? The game plan, 12 strategies for winning, in business and life. I cover this idea of desire, desire, intentionality, being a force that will lead you to the future. If you've not heard about that class, go check it out. It's a whole robust leadership and success mindset program, right? The reason is because as an entrepreneur, you must see clearly, okay, in designing, right? And you must have the intention, you must have clarity in your heart why you're doing what you're doing. Some of you, I see you. If you're still struggling to tell the world that you're out here to make money, this is for you. If you have an intention and a desire to solve and to sell and to create, let the whole world know what it is you're doing. Don't hide that thing under a table somewhere. Let your mama, your papa, your uncle, your auntie, the whole world, so that they can, at least let the world know. Intention. And then you're going to acquire the skill. Remember, you owe it to yourself to acquire the skill. What does those skills look like? Monetization and commercialization skills. Monetization is converting things to money. Okay. If you don't know me, right? Anyway, when it comes to commercialization and monetization, okay, I have a 6-step process that accelerates and fast track this thing. That's what I use in my private coaching. I've used it for years now. Now I'm at a place where I'm saying more people don't even know this thing is happening, right? Just yesterday with my clients, I'm like, people don't know. If you're not in the room, if you're not part of my world, you don't know. But anyway, there's a 6-step process around monetization and commercialization that I coach around. In fact, in the Business and Leadership Academy, what I've done is spread it along 12 months So every single month, we're tackling each of those frameworks. So go learn more about that. So monetization and commercialization skills. Go and read up on that. That's what this is all about, right? The reason you're being an entrepreneur, and even last month I talked about, you need to master cost, price, and value. Cost, price, and value. The cost of operation, right? The price, how you price your product and services, right? You want, there needs to be a markup, right? That's the only way you're running a profitable business. And then value. Value is influenced by branding. That's another thing I've done a whole month of classes on. Number five, I'm going really, really fast. You're going to need to understand your customers, their journey, right? Because guess what? Like I shared at the very beginning, all this is for them. If you do this work for them, they will reward you. See, Jeff Bezos is buying yachts. Why? He's done so well solving for all of us. We've rewarded him. Every day you're swiping at Amazon. That's the reward for his sleepless nights, for all the investments he and his team made. Google everything. If you do this well, the money is the byproduct. If you go and read my art, I've written a whole article on that. Money is the byproduct when you do all these things well. Unfortunately, most people don't realize that. So you need to understand your customers that are passionate, their desire, they have a desire for what you're creating. But here's also something I just need to balance out here is that depending on what you're trying to do, if you're trying to innovate, or if you're operating in an emerging space, or if you're operating in a mature industry, right? How people or how customers respond to your product or service is going to be unique. So, for example, the diffusion of innovation, the curve. Read about these things. Read about these things. I teach at business schools as well. So read. I'm going to make you a student of entrepreneurship. By the time you keep following me or you invest in the spaces that I'm in, eventually you become a student. We all have to become a student of all of these things. Okay. So division of innovation, go read up on that. But here's the thing: if you're innovating, what it means is that the world doesn't know what you're solving. They don't know why you're solving it. They don't even know the problem exists. So you have to spend a whole lot of work upfront educating and marketing this thing for them. But if you're in a mature space, say for example, you're a dentist, you don't need to tell us about cavities. You don't need to really spend too much time telling us why we need you. We already know we need you. We brush out, we've been immersed in your world from childhood to cleaning our teeth, all of those things. So you're going to be very lucky if you're going into a space where there's already demand for what it is you're doing. Unfortunately, so many people are not there, particularly if you're in the transformation space, if you're innovating. Part of the reason I'm saying this is you have to know that the marketing and the storytelling and the branding and all of the things you have to do to bring your potential clients on that journey with you is going to be massive, more than somebody that is saying, I'm a dentist, this is my address. You just go online, people are coming. The moment you open your store and you say, I'm a dentist, people are already Googling and searching for you. But that's not true for all the other spaces. You have to invest time in educating your potential clients about the problem, about why they need you, and what you're solving for them. Okay? So just think, I'm running through this. These are the things I teach in detail, right? But I just wanted to put this out there because out in the streets of social media, everybody's telling you content. Everybody, you think, go and watch what I shared some things, was it last week, about content not being in entrepreneurship, but it could be, okay, part of your marketing. And then I also shared two groups of content creators. Group A are content creators that are actually in the business of content creation, meaning what they are selling in the marketplace is the content. Other businesses buy their content. They are creating content for brands and businesses that would then use it for marketing. That's group A. Group B, content is a means to an end. They're selling something else other than content, but they need content. They are creating content or self-publishing. As I say, you're self-publishing, just like right now, right? The only reason I'm engaging and investing in this engagement is not to sell you content. I'm not a brand, right? I'm not an agency. But part of what I'm doing is educating you about my end goal. So content is a means to an end, and each content carries a message. So that's also something I teach when I'm talking about marketing or branding or all of those things, is that your content in whatever form, whether it's a flyer, whether it's video, or it's just carrying a message, the message is what is important. The message is what is important. The message is for who? The message is for what? The message is for why? Why the message? Who, what, why? Figure that out. And then leverage, use social media. Don't let social media use you. Entrepreneurs. Quote me. Remember this. Sleep on it. Think about it. Immerse yourself in this. Coach Toyin said, use social media. Don't let social media use me. Okay. Okay. Quote me. I give you permission. Coach Toyin said, I must use social every day. Use it. Use it to advance your goals. Use it to advance your business goals and success. Use it. These tools are incredible. Absolutely incredible. We're living in a time when, boy, to be an entrepreneur has never been easier. Unfortunately, if you don't have a strategy, you will be used by the platforms. If you don't have a winning strategy, if you don't know what you're doing, you will waste time, you will waste yourself, headache. Okay. See, let me get down from that. You guys are making me go. Let me bring myself down. Okay. You're going to learn principles of how to launch new products and services. Okay. I actually have a free download at nazaru.academy for a questionnaire. It's a framework, questions you must answer when you're trying to launch a new product or a service into the marketplace, right? It's just I give cheat sheets. I am a strategist. I'm like, my first degree is mathematics. You guys can keep trying to solve this equation for 10 years. I will solve it in 5 minutes or less and I move on. That's me. Nobody has time to waste. Like, I'm going live now in 6 or 7 spaces. I will spend the time, I will invest my time, and I'm out. I'm out of the metaverse. I have life to live. That's my own strategy. But you guys will still spend 20 hours? Not me, please. So you're going to learn how to launch new products and services. There's a framework that you can download for free. Answer those questions and you are closer to success. Absolutely. Okay. Number 7, you're going to refine and expand your go-to-market strategy. That's something we talk about a lot of times because I also teach international trade. So the space, the Business and Leadership Academy, has 3 tracks. One is entrepreneurship, second is international trade, and the third track that I introduced this year is leadership and success mindset. And there's a whole reason for each of them. The leadership and success mindset is so important because I realized I spent over a year teaching people skills, but depending on each person's personal development and mindset and confidence level would determine what they do with what I just shared. So, for example, we have people from all over the world listening to me. Some people will take what I just shared, use it, implement it today, get the result. Other people will still sit back and be saying, can I do it? Right? All of it is mindset. The stories you believe, the things people have told you, the communities you've immersed yourself with, clarity within yourself, desire or lack of it. You've settled. Somebody has told you are the king of your jungle. You've settled. You don't see more for yourself. All of these things. To address it, I put together 12 strategies for winning. You go through that program, your life will not, you will be transformed. So that's why I launched that as well. And then international trade, for those who have followed me for years, you know why I do that. Okay, so your go-to-market strategy is before you step out with your product, product launch, like, where are you going? What are the alternative routes of getting these things done? What is the most optimized way of doing this thing? Like, you have to think more strategic. Absolutely. Like, don't do anything random from today. Don't do anything random. Ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? What results is it likely to give me? Am I just doing it because people say I should do it? So, for example, in the world of content, group B, we will see group A. Group A, Their end goal is to sell content. They are in the business of content. The movie industry, agencies, that's their end goal. Group B will see what Group A is doing. You see what Will Smith, all of them are doing. You can't copy them. You can't compete with them. It's a whole machine. They're coming from the movie, the industry that creates Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Don't try to use their strategy, because unless again you are in the business of content creation, then yes, please do what they are doing. But Group B, you need to be more strategic, because content is a means to an end. It's not the end in itself. For Group A, it is their end. That's all they're about. The world of TV runs on content, movies, shows, late night shows, late news, CNN, all of those things, right? Fantastic. That world has now moved on to social media. For us to all be online, somebody needs to be entertaining us, educating us, inspiring us. Just keep, because when we're not entertained, guess what? We're going to go back to physical life. So decide if you are the entertainer. Go and dance. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The cynical. Now you know that Toyin can jab. Toyin can be. Sorry. Go and dance. I'm sorry I said that. I'm so okay. Okay, sorry. I don't know when I said that. Okay. Oh my god. Let me take a moment. Okay, because gosh, do you spend time on Instagram like I do? It's not funny, guys. Don't be that person if you're not in the business of that thing. If you want to be a thought leader, people care about what you think. How you can teach them, how you can inspire them, how you can motivate them. Be in the business of motivating people. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Let me hurry up and wrap up. I'll get to questions. Please drop your questions. I want to quickly run through these things, okay? Whew. Okay. You're going to learn effective strategies to brand and market your products. If dancing is effective, please dance. Okay. I'm going there again. What is effective for you, for your products? See, after all, I have a lipstick beauty line. Okay. So I understand. I come from retail. I understand that world. All I'm just saying, build strategies that supports you, your business, and your goals. That's all I'm saying. Don't do anything random because everybody's telling you to do it. You will be used and abused, right? As long as I don't want to talk too much about that. In private spaces, when I do one-on-one, these are the things I call out head on. Like, you have no business doing those things if it's not your business. Do you understand? Like, if it's not your business, right? This is where integrity comes in, because these platforms are pushing it, man. They are pushing it because they are rewarding certain behavior. You just have to ask yourself, do those behavior align with your identity and who you are to your core? And I'm saying, I'm giving you permission. If the answer is no, then no. Yes, there will be consequences. Yes, maybe not enough eyeballs or whatever, but at least integrity would say, you know what? No, thanks. I will do it my own way, my own terms, and my people will find me. Even Jesus said, right? My sheep will hear my voice and follow me. Every other person that doesn't belong to this space, like, that's fine. That's fine. So, and anyway, I'm kind of no nonsense in that approach, but let me move on. You're going to learn how to expand your leadership capacity. Every entrepreneur needs to understand that you need leadership. First of all, lead yourself. The toughest thing, see, listen, if you're able to, once you're able to lead yourself, discipline, wake up well, have daily principles. In the 12 strategies for winning, I cover all these things, your daily practices. One of the module is fierce execution and daily discipline and daily practice. The day you conquer yourself, you lead yourself. If you can lead yourself, you can lead the world. You can lead your customers. You can lead your clients. But most people, they are skipping the process. You want to lead people, you want to sell, you want to do all this thing. But Have you even sold your own goals and your dreams to yourself? Are you a believer in your own goals? Because once you're a believer, it's easier to bring that passion to your work. Let me say that again. Sell that dream, that business to your core self. Believe it first. When you believe it and become it, you will show up, advocate for it, speak for it, sell it, get other people to believe in your dreams. I'm telling you, that is a fundamental thing. When I say passion sells, desire buys, is that every single thing I've done, and you can go out there, toyinmystery.com, see the work I've done, is that when I create a platform, whether it's events, anything I create, I believe it so much, and then I call the world to join me there, and people will fly from wherever they are in the world. I'm waiting for COVID to be. I am looking forward to in-person gathering again, because that's people fly in from all over the world to be in my spaces. Why? Because when I create those spaces, they hold incredible value to you, and people want value. That's another thing. Value management, value creation. Be an entrepreneur that creates value. And maybe I will update my mindset of an entrepreneur with value management. That's a big component, right? Okay. So I just took note of that. Maybe so now the next time you hear me talk about mindset of an entrepreneur, I'll tell you there are now 5 principles, no more 4. That's what I do. I build frameworks, build strategies, and I commit to this thing. So you're going to learn how to expand your leadership capacity so you can access the game plans also on the platform. And then number 10, you will commit to implement each of the strategies to achieve your desired results. See, we all want to lose weight. What does it take to lose weight? We know it, right? Eat less, exercise more, finish it, right? Drink lots of water. We know what to do. Most of the time, when you talked about entrepreneurship, you've heard about it, marketing, this. What I do differently is I sequence it in a logical way that will help you accelerate the process, because people are skipping steps. That aside, but here's the key: if you don't commit to the journey, to exercising, to getting on the treadmill, to doing it daily, will you get the results? Well, if you go to school and you don't do your assignments, and you don't read your book, and you don't show up, will you get your grade? Well, these are principles. I say success is available to everyone that practices its principles. I will share, I will teach, I will coach, I will encourage, I will inspire, I will motivate, I will write. I am committed to that. But guess what? When I hire you, I look at you and I see you are not committed, I will run away from you. I'm telling you. So we are looking for people who are committed to this journey, right? That's my own requirement. Is I'm always assessing. You say you want this. How bad do you want it? Do you really want it? Are you ready to invest? Are you ready to go all in? Because those who are signed up, they're signed up for the year. And every month, they're accessing and practicing and being held accountable, which is number 11. You need to open up yourself to accountability. I mean, the best way to be accountable is really to be self-disciplined, right? Like to tell yourself, I'm going to do something, and to get up and do it. That's the best scenario. But I'll be honest with you. Most of us are very, very good in some areas of life along that line than other areas. And this is the power of coaching, right? Is that there are several things that I do. I do it effortlessly. I've run multiple projects, the most sophisticated, advanced projects in the world for the biggest brands in the world. No question, you don't need to check on me. I will run something for 2 years. I will do that discipline of daily discipline. It's a practice, it's a training that I've had for years. Some people need help there. Where I need help are other areas that other people have to hold me accountable. And I have those people in my life. Okay. I'm just saying, be in tune with yourself. Growth and discipline is a practice that you get better at. That's another thing entirely. That's in the leadership success coaching. So open yourself to accountability and support. Listen, people. These things we are trying to do. Whoever told you were supposed to do it by yourself? Whoever told you could get there by yourself? I don't know. If you can, please do it. But I'm telling you, if you want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, if you attempt that thing by yourself, you will be lost and not found. Most of the people that go to climb up mountains, they don't go alone. They surround themselves with like-minded people, support groups, support resources, because this thing is so much work. It is incredible work. Anybody that tells you it is easy, liar, liar, they've never done anything before. Anybody that has done incredible things in the world will be honest with you. Prepare for that journey. Most people don't prepare because they assume it is easy. Don't. I am here to deliver. Coach Toyi said it's not easy, so you have to prepare. If you're going on a journey from Chicago to California, where I am, you will pack properly. You will assess the journey. Most people underestimate how long it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. My job is to help you arrive faster, accelerate it. That's what it's all about. I say eventually, most people will figure this out. It might take you 4 years, it might take you 5 years, it might take you 6 years. You will figure it out. By the time, that's why second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, entrepreneurs do this better. The only reason I can teach this is because I'm teaching from my own experience. And I've done this over and over and over and in different dimensions, right? Different levels. And I'm saying I've come up with a fast track, frameworks, strategies that don't skip these steps. Don't skip branding. Don't skip this. Don't skip that. If you want to fast track it, accelerate. In fact, in my one-on-one, I have a 4-week program, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, right? And we will accelerate your business growth. It's been proven. In fact, next week, I won't talk about that. Let me remove that. Anyway, there are things I still keep private. So I'm an introvert operating as an extrovert, just in case somebody wonders. I'm still one of the most private people ever. But when the mission is greater than your comfort, you will step out, which is one of the things I tell my clients. The day you sign up for entrepreneurship, it's not about your comfort. If it's your comfort, please don't be in this business anyway. And then 12. I'm wrapping up now, and then I'll respond to questions. You're going to expand, grow, 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 and then get to the moon like Elon Musk. You can expand to international market. International trade is the Olympics of business, all of that. So I'll stop right there. There's still a whole lot more, but I'll stop right there. Enough for today. Go and chew on that. So let me attend to the comments. Joy says, "This is brilliant, Coach Toyi. Oh, thank you. And thank you for tagging more people. Said, check this out for free." Okay, when they are free. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I see P. Lode says, introvert operating as an extrovert. I feel that. Yes, yes. And this is what I teach and what I help people design. Create something that works for you and your personality. That's the only way you can be consistent. You see, the moment you start something you cannot sustain, failure is waiting. You're going to fail in that thing if you can't sustain it, right? So, always my recommendation, at least, remember business by design. Do something that is comfortable for you. Start there and then stretch. You're going to stretch a little bit. And when you're stretching from within, you can sustain your growth. But if you're all over the place, random, it's not organic. So if you're in the gym exercising, right, you can sustain, it's like it's steady. You don't just start lifting something big you've never done before. You're going to start small and then you expand and then get better at it. Excuse me. So that's something that I talk about. So okay, now I'm responding to questions. So please drop your questions as well. Excuse me. So Beyond Africa Magazine says, thank you for sharing your knowledge. Absolutely. And there are lots more free knowledge at nazaru.academy. So HTTPS, no www, no .com. Just type nazaru.academy. up above. Okay. Say say us Jumi says, when your mission is greater than your comfort, you will step out. I was just thinking I'm losing precious time working for someone else. Thanks for this comment and this life. Awesome. And you can access a ton of newsletter. In fact, I'm in the process of migrating a ton of my newsletter. I've written almost 200 newsletters in the last almost 2 years. They are currently sitting on LinkedIn. I'm now moving them. It's taking me, I'm doing all this work. I'm moving them into the Business and Leadership Academy, Academy. It's going to take me a while. It's a lot. Here's the beautiful thing about this platform. You can search for any topic. Up above at the middle, all you have to do, and you can do this free, right? You can go there, up above, search for any question you have. Because the way I'm designing this is designed is it's a go-to resource for entrepreneurs and business owners. So if you have any questions and you just want to learn and read up on, say, branding, all you have to do is search for branding. In fact, we have tags. It's like a flag. You can go to the topics and just click on branding and everything there that is available. So there are two groups. There's the free, so you can access anything free, my blog, all of those things. But then we also have upgrade rooms, right? But you can search everything, the blog that is free. You can just type branding. And then it's like a movie. You just be watching everything I've talked about, branding. You access the articles, right? So it's a go-to resource, branding, marketing, all of these topics, international trade, exports, all of these things. So I'm bringing all my content, should I say content, resources into one space. So it's a concentrated space for everything. Here's why. Platforms, social media is telling us to dissipate. You know, like just yesterday, someone was like, give me your podcast. I want to listen to you. I'm like, you know what? Right now, my priority is loading everything I've done already, load it here. It's just, I don't want to be sending people to 10 locations. Right? Because people say, Tony, oh wow, where can I follow you? Oh, Clubhouse. I'm like, just go now, one place. Just go to nazawa.academy. That's where you can experience the best. I'm showing up there every week. I'm loading things every week, 2-3 times a week. I'm posting articles, writing, documenting. I am committed to that. You now have to commit to showing up there because that's where I'm going to be. I just have to put that out there. That's public service announcement. Okay. Um, okay, let me go up. Thank you. So I'm going to be wrapping up now. So please drop any questions, thoughts, comments, because I'm now in that wrap up space. Beyond Africa says invest in the skills that will, yes, these are quotables, right? Please quote me, tag me, hashtag, whatever, right? Coach Toyin said, oh, you owe it to yourself to invest in the skills that will help you create the life of your dreams, your business, your hopes, you, right? You will rescue yourself. That's something in the leadership program. You are your own hero, not me, you. You will take yourself. But guess what? You need skills, you need knowledge, discipline, daily practice, exposure, encouragement. We all need it. I have places I run to. So for me to be a coach, I have presidential advisors that will go, Scott, help me, help a sister out. The other day I was like, which book will you recommend? This is somebody that advises President Paul Kagame. So surely I can tap into your expertise. So all the things that I do, anybody that assumes, oh, Toyin, no, I'm borrowing knowledge. I'm borrowing knowledge of the leading experts in the world. I've had the honor and privilege of hosting more than 100 leading experts in the international trade. So when I speak and when I share, someone once asked, Tony, where do you get what you're sharing from? I'm like, I'm a custodian of universal knowledge. In my custody are the thoughts and ideas of ambassadors, World Bank, US Go. I have those resources. They're in my vault. Anyway. Okay. If you don't, so I have to, if this is your first time, welcome. This is Toyin. On some days, Toyin is funny. On some days, Toyin is serious. On some days, somewhere in between. You get what you get. I am, right? I just show up as I am. You know why? Because this has to be fun. I have to have a great time. The only way I can be consistent, what I've told myself is I have to be myself. I have to enjoy this. I'm not trying to be anything for anybody. I'm just trying to live my life. Okay. And then hopefully enjoy the view with as many people that want to go on this journey with us. So join us at the Business and Leadership Academy. Every single week, I coach, teach entrepreneurship and international trade. I have a calendar. You can check out our calendar. This month, we're focused on customers, 5-part series on customers, identifying them, understanding them, okay, building for them, meaning creating value for them, okay, selling, marketing to them and then selling to them. Most people skip, you see, I just listed 5 things. Most people skip all those things and you just want to start selling. How is that working for you? Okay. Beyond Africa, I'll bring, okay, awesome. Guys, I'm going to be wrapping up now. Thank you so much. I have to go now. But please go check out nazaru.academy, okay? Thank you so much. Lots of resources. So I am busy putting all this content in one space. That way, that's where you're going to find all the resources, because platforms will keep telling us go here, go there. I'm like, no. My strategy is I will pull all of these resources in one space. Anybody anywhere in the world. That's the power of platforms. Remember, use social media, don't let it use you. I will tell you where to go, and that's the concentrated place. It's a go-to resource for 3 tracks of content and resources, and all content is not equal, right? Entrepreneurship, if you're an entrepreneur, you will access strategies that will help you accelerate your business growth and success. If you're looking to expand to international market, lots of resources there. And then leadership and success mindset. And on that note, that's it. It's a wrap for today. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you. And that's it. Bye now.